Here we are on the home page. Straight away I can see that it's introducing us to HTML5. The colours are very striking. There's an orange and blue contrast. Do you want to go into that a bit more?
There's a box on the side for accessibility, so you can change the colour for obviously colour blindness or something like that. And you can also change the size of the text, although it doesn't look like you can. It doesn't seem like it changes much. But I suppose on a tablet that doesn't matter because you can zoom in anyway, so it's not that much of an issue, but it's still something.
Yeah, on the desktop it did work on that one. About the layout, I'm liking the bar at the top, but there's just a big clunk of text that's just not styled or anything, it's just there. Reading through the text, it's there's a bit too much words. I feel like you could just cut it down a little bit and maybe not use some of the big words. If someone that doesn't know anything about HTML5, some of these words they're going to be mind blown.
Okay, we've moved on to section elements page, which has quite a few different things sort of on it. Same general layout, but
Yeah, it's the same layout with the same buttons on the right hand side. When I have a look, when I've had a bigger look at the text and colour thing on the side, I've been playing with it, and you can choose that there's two colours on there, but you can't go back to orange. I found out if you press the text, it goes back to the orange. It goes back to orange, so that's a bit of a fault there. Also, when I've been looking through this, like at the top, it's just paragraphs again, and it's like you don't really want to get involved with it. And there's some big words again that maybe someone that doesn't have any knowledge or anything. There's some HTML words that even I don't know on there, so that needs to be sorted.
yeah, it seems like there's a general theme of that it needs to sort of be broken up. Maybe if you added like images or something, just to sort of separate it out a bit more. On the right hand side there's also further navigation to move to the smaller parts of the section. On the desktop the images sort of swirl around, which is in ways it sort of makes it more interesting, but at the same time it's kind of distracting and hard to work with, because I think we just end up playing with that for a while. But it doesn't do it on the tablet, which is probably better, I think.
Here we are on the section in screencast page. It's the same layout as all the others. The video is there. It's telling me to watch it in full mode. So when you watch it in full mode, it's quite good. Few things about it though. It's very quiet. I had to put some headphones in to actually hear it. Even if I put it on the loudest setting, the voice is very morbid. It's just a bit like sleepy, not really much excitement. Like
Not that engaging.
yeah. And also, the voice just keeps coming on randomly at random times, and I think he should just be talking for all the way through it, just describing what he's taking everyone through with.
So it's got a transcript at the bottom, which basically dictates what was said in the video, which is quite a helpful thing, because obviously if the video is not working for some reason or anything like that, the only thing I can see with that is that it's not that clear that it's a button. So maybe because it's the same sort of, I get that it's the same style as the headings, but because you can click it and it does more, it should be a little more obvious that it's a button.
100%.
Okay, so we've moved on to the semantic elements pages. Again, same sort of layout, which is good, consistent with the rest of the site. Going on to the semantic page.
Yeah, the page doesn't seem so chunky. It seems the right amount of text. There's a couple of diagrams on there that I know what's going on. So this page is quite well done, that one.
The video, again, same as last time, same sort of scenario with the transcript and the changes that might need to be made to the video. And then the tasks, again, same consistent layout as the last one, where the core tasks and the extended tasks. And then you move on to the forum.
The forum is exactly the same. Everything's still on there. It all works.
And then at the bottom you've got the questionnaire.
Yeah, there's a questionnaire that's just all about testing your knowledge of all the other sections. It works fine on the tablet. I imagine it works fine on the desktop as well. Here we are on the video elements section. It's the same layout again. Seems to be a decent amount of text here and a lot of code in here, which looks like there's a lot going on.
Move on to the screencast page. There's a link and sort of the first line, which is, it's a hyperlink because you can tell by the colour, but it's sort of, because it's a very small hyperlink, it's just one word, it's still not that obvious. So I think, as well with the transcript thing, as we said before, it needs to be made a bit more obvious about it.
Yeah.
Tasks is the same, and then
the forum's the same as well. Same there. Everything works on that. So yeah.
Good, consistent.
Yeah, consistency. Now we're just going to suggest some improvements that the developer can use to improve the website and make it a bit more better.
Yeah, one of the things that we were looking at when we looked through the whole thing was that even though they're supposed to have a knowledge of CSS and stuff like that, there's a lot of acronyms and stuff in ICT and websites, so it'd be quite useful to possibly have a jargon page or something, just to jog people's memory of the acronyms and stuff like that.
Yeah. Another thing, the design. It's a nice design. The layout's alright, but we're talking about the text. It's a bit boring. Needs to be a bit more exciting. Maybe use some more styles there. Probably add some images as well, just to liven it up. To be honest.
Just like screen dumps or something.
Yeah.
And then we're moving on. We've got the hyperlinks. Some of them, obviously, like the main navigation bar, it's pretty obvious, so that's good. But ones that are sort of in text are a bit, you can tend to skip over them sometimes, so they just need to be made that little bit more clearer that you can see them.
Yeah. The last point, the video, just needs to, volume needs to be a bit more. The talking over the video needs to be a bit more entertaining. Not just like coming in at different times, just talking all the way through, just explaining it all. And then the quality. But yeah, apart from that, a good website.